time, the DSS didn't even have the courage to come to court. They went and kidnapped the DPP to come and represent them, who lied in court that had been served, only for the judge to point to him that there's no service. But when they served me, they realized that the law says that I must be given enough time to prepare for my trial, even though there's no trial here. So we also had sued Facebook and Twitter not to remove my comments on Tinubu. So my posts and comment, whatever it is called. So we heard those two other cases and they have been adjourned. So the court granted us order to serve Twitter and Facebook. Interestingly, Facebook was in court. So we have served Facebook. And they understand the sentiment of the court that they should not do anything to my post. So that post is sacrosanct. It's very important, even though it has already gone viral. So the second one, of course, is against Twitter. Twitter was not represented in court, but Twitter had already contacted me that they don't say anything wrong. They didn't say they didn't say anything wrong, but they said they are looking at the posts. And that has been about a month ago. And by the way, the post is doing very well on Twitter. Yes. The interesting thing about these people is that sometimes you put something out there and many people will not see it. But they themselves will now use, as they say in Nigeria, they will now carry their hand to go and bring the thing out. Now the whole world has seen that post. And like I said, we are happy to announce that the post is doing very well. And it basically says Tinubu is a criminal because he went to Brazil to go and lie that there's no longer corruption in Nigeria. But you know what has followed that? There's been a lot of controversy. The DSS got itself involved. The police also wanted to get involved. Everybody is trying to get involved. When the DSS and police could not satisfy Tinubu, they now push Wike to go and get involved. The land grabber got himself involved. As you know, the story is for another day. But if he were to be advised, I think he wouldn't have gotten involved in this particular one. That's why people should be careful with alcohol. It's not good for your health. Yes. But there's no crime in calling a thief a thief. We also have a struggle that we have been following up with, which is with our retired policemen, who deserve a better life. They've given their entire life to this country, 35 years. But what the country gave them in return is poverty, misery, and diseases. So we have been fighting with them, and we'll join them at in front of the National Assembly briefly in solidarity with their struggle. Most importantly, which is important for Nigerians, all these struggles we are seeing is not for the sake of, we are not catching cruise. It's because we want to liberate this country. That's why we are involved in this struggle. And this is their own pushback because they know this country must be liberated. And there's nothing they can do about it. Yes. The liberation we are asking for Nigeria also includes people in the DSS, in the police force. We have been saying it forever, that we are fighting for, when police come and shoot us, the first thing we tell them, we are fighting for you. Have we not done it now? Yeah. We fought a battle in front of the police headquarters the other day. 29,000 policemen were promoted in one day. Some of them had never been promoted for 8 years. Then another 4,000 senior officers from ASP to whatever were promoted. But our position is that that's not enough. They must be given very powerful conditions of service. It should not be that you have a police force that have vehicles that are not secure to the point that they can be stolen from the force headquarters, which is a shame. And that is why we have called on the Nigerian government to sack the Inspector General of Police with immediate effect. The man has retired and he's tired. He's no longer a police officer. Anybody, it's just like saying that one of these retired policemen that are protesting now, You're not going to bring them back and give them uniform and gun. It's illegal.
Yes.
That's the simple argument here, which Barrister Okpara here has made the argument and nobody can impeach the argument. You can only be the IG of police in Nigeria if you're a police officer.
If you cease to be a police officer,
you cannot be IG. That's the law. So, thank you everyone for coming always. And thank you the people of Nigeria for partially waking up, you know. As I always say, Nigerians are difficult to wake up because they are pretending to be asleep. That's the problem. And nobody can wake somebody up if he's pretending to be asleep. They are different. So that's our submission.
Sorry, sir, please. For your information, you see, we continue to plead with judiciary. Please, if you watch the people that have been talking, trying to criticize the government, they have shut them down because of one thing or the other. So they have looked for a way to shut Senior Comrade Sowore down. They cannot. So they decided to come to judiciary. Please, we are begging the judiciary, don't allow yourself to be used as an instrument to clamp people down. We can't continue like this. There is no country that will develop where everybody is keeping quiet.
Well,
we cannot
afraid to speak.
Yes, because now that Sowore is the only voice now shouting, so we need to encourage him. If you feel that you are Sowore has defended your character, fight civil action. Stop using my money. Last week I told you, last month I paid over 300,000, over 800,000 naira for tax, and you cannot be using my taxpayers' money and be prosecuting, chasing shadows.
Did you pay to the FCT?
Yes.
That's what they're using to buy alcohol now.
Yes. Now, you see what is happening in Kaduna, Zamfara. We have a lot of issues there. I can tell you the terrorists that have been prosecuted here, junior officers, sometimes they give coppers fire. But when it has to do with Sowore, they ask DPP to come. What are you trying to achieve? So that you want to clap, so that nobody will speak again. This is just the genesis. Just like I said the other day, Sowore has produced a lot of juniors who can even do the work more than him. So trying to shut him down, you are just
it's waste of time.
You are just wasting your time. That is our own decision. Then what happened in court today? They were not prepared.
They can never be.
Ordinarily, Senior Comrade Sowore is not supposed to be here because he has not been served. But he had it and came to court and they served him. And they has 3 days to respond. So the adjournment is at their own instance, not us. So you need to capture that
very clear.
Very well.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
And just to add briefly,
yes, sir.
The new clause of this charge remains and will permanently remain whether the president lied in faraway Brazil that there is no longer corruption in Nigeria. It will remain the nucleus of this matter until that is determined. And you know the answer. Do we still have corruption in this country?
Oh yes. It has increased.
It is a matter of common knowledge that the court should take judicial notice of. You do not need to lead an evidence to show that there is still corruption in Nigeria. So you embarrass the country by going to say far away in Brazil that there is no longer corruption in Nigeria, when in fact the corruption has skyrocketed.
Yes.
We are still demanding for an apology from him. He should apologize and rather put up steps to curb the corruption in this country. The corruption is alarming.
Too much.
And we want it to be brought to an abrupt end. What he is doing in this court is reinforcing the corruption.
Yes.
By prosecuting somebody who said you have lied, when you actually lied.
Yeah.
Did he not lie?
He lied.
He lied.
He's a liar.
And this lie, because he's a president, ordinarily, a lie may not constitute a crime.
Yes.
But because he's a president who is under oath, he took an oath to always protect this country.
I want to also add that I don't know if it applies in Nigeria to the Nigerian lawyers, but in the US, perjury is not only when you lie on oath.
It is
If you
under
lie,
section 158, subsection 2 of the Penal Code.
if you lie in
You
front
don't have
of
to lie on oath
a federal
in
government
court.
official in the U.S.,
It is a
in
crime.
police, army, they are asking you a question that they are present where you are lying, and you have an official duty. That's also perjury. And I'm sure in that room in Brazil, there are a lot of Nigerian public officials,
Okay.
NIA, police, customs, civil defense, Boy Scout, and man of war. They are all there. So that kind of lie too is a crime.
Yes, it is punishable. It is in our law.
So
Search section 158, subsection 2 of the Penal Code. It doesn't have to be before the judge,
yes,
because the people whom you are hurting by lying against is even greater. The
Yeah.
people, we as a people, we are greater than the judge. We are greater than any other institution. So you have lied and you have committed an offense. So someone who has committed an offense, what is the big deal calling a criminal? Tell me. It is a matter of choice. Someone told me that you have to be convicted before you are called a criminal.
No, that's
I
not
beg
true.
to disagree. Using the word or calling somebody a criminal is a matter of terminology and use of language.
Truthful language.
It is a matter of choice of language. If you have committed an offense and someone is convinced that you have committed an offense, the person can describe you as a criminal. And until you clear yourself, you have no justification, whether legal or moral, to go after that person.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Tomorrow is independence. What's your message to Nigerians?
Nigeria's independence is what we are pursuing. The one they are celebrating tomorrow is the one of the colonial masters. Our own independence has not arrived yet.
Yes.
That is why annually we used to protest on Independence Day. We are still looking for independence. We want to be freed from neo-colonial masters and slave masters in our. We are still living in apartheid.
Yes.
Any country where people work and they cannot get pension is not an independent country. Any country where people speak and they get clamped down into prison or detention is not independent. That is what the colonial masters used to do to us.
Yes.
The colonial masters used to call what they call cyber crime now. They used to call it the sedition law. If you speak, you go to jail against authority. So we are still looking for independence. Revolution.
Nah.
Thank you.